So my name's Kareem, and I'm the creator of Death Pedal. Pretty much started working on the project in early 2007, which is around the time I believe Inez Brun first made her first appearance in San Diego. Basically, she just came out here and was doing all these like really gnarly tricks that nobody had really ever seen before. I mean, my friends and I were kind of, trying to do the trick thing a little bit, but it didn't go any further than skids and trying to wheelie. And yeah, Inez pretty much came out here and bought herself an actual track bike at VeloCult and started really kind of pushing the limits of fixed gear riding. And so the second time she came around, which was later that winter, we got together and we started filming for her section, and pretty much that's where things went from there. I filmed half of the section with Inez in San Diego, and then I had all this really great footage but not really much else. And so it's pretty much after I filmed all that stuff with Inez that I decided to take the project a lot more seriously and kind of make it into something more legitimate than just an edit of Inez. And so, fortunately for me, I've always been, someone with a camera, someone who's been making movies. Ever since I was a little kid, I'd always be the guy at skate sessions bringing the camera, making little edits and stuff. And so it was natural for me to apply that skill to fixed gear riding. I'd also noticed that most of the fixed gear films that were out at the time were kind of a different style, I guess, than how I would make a movie. And so I guess my biggest beef with all the films that were coming out was that they just really didn't have any sort of like feeling to me. Like, they were good, but I wanted to get a sense of what the riders were like and kind of just get a feel for what life was like in these areas that these films were made at, which is not to say that they weren't good, because I mean, films like MASH and Macaframa are definitely technically sound, but just from my point of view, I felt like I could contribute something else that hadn't been done already in those films. And so that's kind of where the birth of Death Pedal came from. These films were very localized, and so you got to kind of see what was going on in one scene, but you couldn't really compare it to what was going on in other scenes, because the only locations that were really shown in bike videos were mostly just San Francisco and then maybe a little bit of the Pacific Northwest. And so that's what also kind of drove me to travel. So once Inez's section was done, I was kind of looking to see where else I could go with this film, And so I began traveling a lot, making trips out to, San Francisco, Arizona, and then eventually, I made it all the way to Southeast Asia and filmed a section with Dre. That was really cool. And then, I just did a lot of traveling, hit up Seattle. After the first year of me filming for this project, things started to pick up in San Diego a little bit more, and I guess we started to kind of catch up with other cities doing this thing, and I feel like San Diego's kind of developed its own style in terms of riding, and so that was cool. So all the footage from San Diego kind of came later down the line. once I started editing and things started to get rolling, the right people started coming into my life. You know, I got hooked up with a bunch of really good sponsors who were, you know, completely backed my film 100% and really helped out with the organization of it all and making it legitimate. And so basically, yeah, that's how it kind of happened. Just was pretty much at the right place at the right time, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the film, and be on the lookout for more in the future, because this was a really great project for me to work on. I had a lot of fun doing it, and you know, I learned a lot. I got to meet a bunch of really cool people, and so hopefully there's more in store for me. All right.
Yo, Chuck, what's the move, man? I was on my way up here to the studio, you know what I'm saying? And this brother stopped me and asked me, yo, what's up with that brother Chucky D? He swear he nice. I said, yo, the brother don't swear he nice, he knows he's nice, you know what I'm saying? So Chuck, I got a feeling you turning into a public enemy, man. Now remember that line you was kicking to me on the way out to LA Lounge in Queens while we was in the car on our way to the shop? Well, yo, right now, kick the bass for them brothers and let them know what goes on.
Rolling stones of the rap game, not bragging. Lip bigger than Jagger, not sagging. Spell it backwards, I'ma leave it at that. That ain't got nothing to do with rap. Check the facts, expose those cats who pose as heroes, take advantage of blacks. Your government's gangsters, so cut the crap. A war going on, so where y'all at? Fight the power, cause great responsibility. F the police, who's stopping you from killing me? Disasters, fiascos, a loop by PE. If it's I instead of we believe in TV. Spitting riches, bitches, this new thing about snitches. Watch the masses move as the masses switches. System distant, but barely missed her. My soul intention to save my brothers and sisters. Get up!
In Oregon, it's like a slap on the hand, so you get one warning or something.